All right, let's dive right into this explainer and demystify exactly what happens after you hit submit on that American Express application. Knowing your application status doesn't just give you immediate peace of mind, it completely streamlines your financial planning and helps you figure out your very next steps. So, let's take the guesswork out of the whole process.
Still waiting on that Amex approval? Yeah, we have absolutely all been there. Waiting for a credit decision can be incredibly stressful, right? When you don't get that coveted instant approval screen, your mind just immediately starts racing. Did you make a mistake? Was your credit score too low? Well, we are going to fix that anxiety right now.
Here is our game plan for today. 1. Why track your status? 2. Check your status online. 3. Alternative ways to check. 4. Real-life scenarios and tips. 5. What to do next. And finally, 6. Important disclaimers to remember.
Starting off with Section 1. Why track your status? Look, tracking your application isn't just some boring logistical chore. It actively empowers you. It removes the anxiety of the unknown and lets you streamline your financial planning. But crucially, it helps you catch verification errors early. For example, did you maybe forget to unfreeze your credit report? Because that will instantly pause your application. By checking your status, you spot these roadblocks immediately before they become bigger issues.
Moving right along to Section 2, check your status online.
Behind the scenes, Amex actually uses a very specific internal process, especially when it comes to corporate applications. There's an initial application phase, which is then followed by a critical identification phase. And here's the thing, everything pauses until your application and ID are fully verified. Once you're cleared, it moves to manual processing. Understanding this back-end flow really explains why some approvals literally take seconds, while others can drag on for days.
Checking your status digitally is honestly a breeze. You don't even need to be logged into an existing American Express account. Just navigate to the official Amex application status page and input 2 really simple pieces of data, your social security number and your zip code. Submit that, and the system immediately displays whether your application is approved, denied, or pending.
Now, if you don't get an instant yes, you might see a pending status. And I want to stress this right now, a pending status does not mean you are denied. Not at all. It simply means their team just needs a bit more time to manually verify your details. By law, credit card issuers actually have up to 30 days to respond. This could just be due to high application volume, a need to verify your income, or standard fraud prevention measures triggering a closer look.
Okay, Section 3. Alternative ways to check.
If you prefer speaking to a human, here is your alternative playbook. You might want to jot down these specific Amex customer service numbers. If you applied for a personal card, call 1-877-239-3491. For business cards, dial 1-800-567-1085. Calling is a fantastic alternative because a live representative can very often resolve minor application roadblocks right there on the phone with you.
Aside from picking up the phone, make sure you keep an eagle eye on your inbox. And yeah, your spam folder too. Amex frequently sends status updates or requests for extra identification via email. If your application is stuck on pending, the secret to moving it forward might literally be sitting right there in your inbox.
Next up, Section 4. Real-life scenarios and tips. Sometimes the system just throws you a total curveball. For instance, according to a user on an Amex forum, one applicant received a cancellation notice saying it was due to a quote-unquote pending application error, even though they had 0 other open applications. It's definitely enough to make anyone panic. But customer service later explained this was really just internal system jargon, basically meaning they simply had to wait 30 days to reapply after a previous decision. It just perfectly highlights why calling to clarify confusing updates is always a really smart move.
To dodge those frustrating delays entirely, make sure you follow these proactive tips. The absolute most important one, temporarily unfreeze your credit report before you even apply. Also, double-check that all your fields, like your business EIN, are 100% accurate. Oh, and a quick actionable tip. Set a calendar reminder to follow up if you don't hear back, and respond promptly to any Amex information requests so your application doesn't accidentally expire.
Which brings us to Section 5, what to do next. Let's set some realistic expectations here so you aren't staring out the window waiting for the mail carrier every 5 minutes. Day 1 might yield an instant approval. From there, standard card delivery usually takes about 3 to 10 days. If you weren't instantly approved, just remember that a pending application can legally take up to 30 days to fully process. Simply knowing this timeline saves you a whole lot of unnecessary stress.
Okay, but what if you check your status and it actually says denied? Take a deep breath,
do not panic. You can utilize the American Express reconsideration line. By calling 1-800-567-1083, you get to speak to an actual underwriter, ask exactly why you were denied, and provide extra context, like maybe clarifying your income or explaining a temporary blip on your credit report. Now, it's not guaranteed to work, but many applicants have successfully gotten an initial no overturned just by having a polite conversation.
So it all comes down to knowing your fork in the road. If your status updates to approved, your next steps are all about setup, creating your online account, confirming receipt of the physical card, and enrolling in specific card benefits like airline fee credits or dining cashback. Conversely, a denial just means it's time to either strategize your reconsideration appeal or mark your calendar to wait the requested 30 days before you submit a brand new application.
Before we wrap up, Section 6, important disclaimers to remember.
Just a quick heads up, while this explainer covers the standard evergreen procedures for checking your status, your specific financial situation is totally unique to you. Credit card policies, internal review times, and specific customer service numbers can occasionally update. Because of that, you should always reach out to American Express directly via their official website or the number on the back of any existing cards you might have for personalized, up-to-the-minute assistance.
Equipped with these straightforward steps, from checking the online portal all the way to dialing that reconsideration line, you are officially out of the dark. No more waiting anxiously for a letter in the mail. You have the tools to actively monitor your applications. So, the question I'll leave you with today is this: how will you use this knowledge to optimize your applications and take complete control of your financial future? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy tracking!